What if everything you believed about TJ Maxx handbags has been costing you hundreds of dollars every single year? Not because the bags are bad, but because you have been walking past the good ones. The same leather that sits behind a $300 tag at Nordstrom is sitting on a TJ Maxx shelf right now for $80. Same construction and same factory, but a different aisle. 12 bags worth stopping for before they disappear. 3 that look exactly like the good ones and deliver something entirely different. The clock is already running. Number 12. Fossil leather crossbody. The Fossil rack is the most consistently ignored rack in the TJ Maxx handbag aisle. Every single visit, and that is the reason it still has the good pieces when most shoppers arrive. Fossil builds its leather goods to a hardware standard borrowed directly from its watch division. A division that built its entire identity around engineering precision. Around metal components that maintain their integrity across years of daily wear. That standard does not get reduced for a leather bag. The solid brass and solid steel components across the Fossil crossbody range do not tarnish under skin moisture. They do not develop the lateral wobble at the D-ring that zinc alloy hardware produces within a single season of regular use. The leather upper is genuine top-grain leather. It has a surface treatment that protects against moisture and abrasion, without the artificial visual uniformity that corrected grain leather produces. The interior organization reflects real-world use rather than product photography. Multiple card slots built in from the start. A key clip positioned where a hand can actually reach it. A zip pocket with hardware sized for real fingers. At TJ Maxx, Fossil crossbodies run between $40 and $75. Against original retail of $80 to $130. Run the zipper twice before purchasing. Smooth and consistent movement across the full opening indicates hardware built to last. Any catching or skipping indicates a piece worth leaving on the rack. If this list is already changing what you stop for at TJ Maxx, subscribe now. Every week, this channel publishes the knowledge that separates the shopper who finds the good bag from the shopper who arrives after it is gone. No sponsorships, no gifted products, just the construction details the industry hopes you never learn to look for. The next bag costs more than Fossil at TJ Maxx pricing, and it earns every dollar of that premium through a material that most shoppers understand in principle, but almost nobody checks for in practice. Number 11. Dooney and Bourke Alto. Full grain leather at TJ Maxx pricing. Those 5 words should stop any informed shopper immediately. Full grain leather is the top layer of the hide, the layer that retains the natural grain surface, the surface that develops patina and character with age. Rather than peeling, cracking, or wearing flat, the way every lower grade of leather eventually does. It is the most expensive cut available in commercial bag production, and the cut most brands replaced years ago because the cost savings from switching to corrected grain or bonded alternatives are immediate and financially significant. Dooney has not replaced it. The Alto bags smell like leather at the hide level, not at the coating level. They carry a weight in hand that reflects the density of a genuine full-grain hide. They develop surface character with use rather than surface damage. The saddle stitch construction uses a 2-needle technique at every seam. 2 simultaneous thread passes distributing stress across twice the contact area of single needle machine stitching. At TJ Maxx, Alto pieces run between $80 and $160, against original retail of $200 to $350. 1 verification check before purchasing. Confirm the line name on the interior label. The Dooney Pebble Grain collection also flows through TJ Maxx. It uses a lower grade leather than the Alto. Full grain is heavier in hand than pebble grain at identical dimensions. That weight difference is physically detectable in 5 seconds, before the label is even read. The next bag on this list is the one most shoppers either overtrust or undertrust. Both errors cost them money. And both errors are entirely avoidable with one piece of knowledge that takes 30 seconds to apply in the store. Number 10. Kate Spade. Mainline structured satchel. Kate Spade at TJ Maxx produces one of 2 reactions. immediate excitement because the price is dramatically lower than expected. Or immediate suspicion because the price is so low, something must be wrong. Both reactions miss the actual question. Which production line is this specific bag from? Kate Spade produces two entirely separate product lines. The mainline collection uses genuine leather uppers, reinforced stitching at the handle attachment, hardware specified above what the price point strictly requires. The outlet collection uses different materials and different construction standards. Both carry the same logo on the outside. The interior label is where the distinction lives. Mainline Kate Spade bags carry specific label language documented extensively across multiple handbag forums and video platforms. A 30-second search before the shopping trip produces a reference image. That image in the store makes the verification immediate. The structured satchels and top handle bags from the mainline collection run between $70 and $120 at TJ Maxx, against original retail of $200 to $300. The colorways available are frequently the less commercially obvious shades, not because they are inferior, because the full-price retail channel did not sell through them at the planned pace. An excellent bag in an unconventional color is not a compromise. It is the retail mechanic's reality that puts a $300 bag on a TJ Maxx shelf. The next bag is from a brand so focused on what goes inside the bag that the outside of the product has never received the marketing attention the interior construction deserves. That oversight is your gain. Number 9. Lotus Leather Organizer. Now, Lotus has been producing women's leather accessories since 1995. Nearly 3 decades of singular focus, organization engineering, and genuine leather construction at a deliberately accessible price point. The interior of a Lotus organizer includes more than a dozen card slots. Multiple zip and slip pockets positioned around how women actually use a daily bag, not how it photographs. A structured divider system that keeps the main compartment organized without requiring excavation through a single open cavity on every carry. The leather uses a full grain or top grain standard, depending on the specific line. The surface finishing uses a protective treatment that resists scratching and moisture penetration, without sacrificing the material's natural breathing and aging characteristics. The key clip is positioned at the top opening, not at the base, where it would require excavating through the full bag contents to access. A small detail, an enormous daily convenience. At TJ Maxx, Lotus organizers run between $55 and $110, against original retail of $120 to $220. For genuine leather with professional-grade interior organization at that price, the value argument is among the most complete on this list. The next bag is French. It is made of nylon. And that single material fact has been costing TJ Maxx shoppers one of the best construction arguments in the entire off-price market for years. Number 8. Longchamp Le Pliage. The Le Pliage is made of nylon. That fact causes most shoppers to walk directly toward the leather alternatives. That is the wrong decision. The coated nylon canvas Longchamp uses is not the nylon in a gym bag. It is an engineered construction developed by a brand producing leather goods since 1948, a brand that understood precisely where leather's limitations were and where a superior technical material could outperform it. That material has allowed owners to machine, wash the bag without damage, to carry it daily for 10, 15, and in documented cases, 20 years. Without the structural failure that ends the useful life of every leather bag at a comparable price point. 20 years, at $50 to $90 at TJ Maxx. The genuine leather trim, the saddle-stitched handles, and the solid metal hardware address the stress points that nylon canvas alone cannot manage. The highest load junctions are reinforced by leather and stitching construction, not nylon. The size decision matters more here than for any other bag on this list. The small and medium are genuine everyday handbag replacements. The large and extra large need enough contents to maintain their shape. An underfilled large Le Pliage collapses. Check the handle attachment stitching on any large or extra large before purchasing. Both attachment lines. Even, tight, consistent stitching indicates a piece that will carry that load for years. The next bag has been in American leather goods production since the early 1980s. Most people have never heard the name, and that invisibility is the precise reason the construction quality has not yet been corrected upward by the brand awareness premium that typically closes gaps between genuine value and retail price. Number 7. Brahmin Melbourne. Brahmin has been producing American leather goods since 1982. Most handbag buyers have never heard the name. That invisibility explains why the construction quality available at this price has not been corrected upward by market awareness. The Melbourne collection uses a full-grain leather with a crock embossing that goes into the hide, not on top of it. A surface-applied embossed texture wears flat at the highest contact points within a single season. An embossing that goes into the leather maintains its definition through years of use. Because the pattern is part of the material structure, not a finish applied over it, the structured base holds the bag's shape independently, without requiring full contents to maintain the silhouette. The lining matches the exterior leather standard throughout, inside and outside, built to an identical specification. The saddle stitch technique throughout uses 2 needles simultaneously. 2 simultaneous thread passes distributing stress across twice the contact area of single needle stitching. The secondhand Brahmin Melbourne market is the most honest evidence available for the construction claim. Well-maintained Melbourne pieces from 5 and 10 years ago are reselling at 40 to 60% of original retail price. A bag that holds its resale value holds its construction. Those two things are not separate facts. At TJ Maxx, Brahmin Melbourne pieces run between $90 and $160, against original retail of $250 to $360. The next bag requires a specific and important distinction before it is picked up, because the brand that makes it produces 2 entirely separate product lines, and the difference between them at TJ Maxx pricing is the difference between a genuine find and an overpriced disappointment. If this list is giving you a completely different reason to stop at TJ Maxx this week, hit the like button right now. It helps this video reach the women who are still walking past these bags because nobody told them what to look for before they arrived at the rack. The next bag on this list is from a brand that most shoppers consider a step up from everything discussed so far. Number 6. Tory Burch Fleming Soft Mainline. Tory Burch at TJ Maxx generates immediate skepticism. The price gap between the tag and the brand's normal retail positioning feels wrong rather than right. It is not wrong. Tory Burch produces both a mainline collection and an outlet collection. The Fleming Soft specifically is mainline production. It arrives at TJ Maxx through standard retail overstock sourcing, not outlet-specific production designed for the off-price channel. The quilted leather uses genuine lambskin or high-quality pebbled leather depending on the colorway. The quilting stitching is the verification check. 30 seconds. Direct light. Even, tight, and consistent quilting across the entire bag face indicates mainline production. Uneven spacing between quilt lines indicates outlet production. Loose thread tension, visible under direct light, indicates outlet production. Quilting lines that do not align cleanly across the panels indicate outlet production. That single visual check removes all ambiguity before the purchase decision is made. At TJ Maxx, verified mainline Fleming Soft pieces run between $150 and $220, against original retail of $350 to $450. At that markdown on genuine construction, it is among the strongest, accessible luxury value finds in the entire off-price retail market. The next bag has a heritage so old that the leather sourcing relationships it built across decades of production are simply not available to newer brands at any price point. And what those relationships produce at TJ Maxx pricing is something the accessible handbag market has no logical reason to be offering. Number 5. Frye Leather. Frye has been producing American leather goods since 1863. 160 years of continuous production, 160 years of tannery relationships. Those relationships give the brand access to high quality at sourcing terms that brands founded in the era of lifestyle marketing cannot negotiate on equivalent terms. The full-grain leather across the Frye bag collection develops a patina over years of use that improves the bag's appearance, not degrades it. Deepening in color at the handle grip points, softening at the corners where the bag meets surfaces across years of regular use. Developing a surface depth that reflects the specific way light and friction have met that particular piece of leather across its ownership history. A 5-year-old Frye bag looks more intentionally beautiful than it did the day it arrived. That aging direction is the most honest quality signal available in the leather goods market. The hardware uses solid metal throughout, not lightweight zinc alloy. The stitching is a consistent saddle stitch at every seam junction. The lining quality matches the exterior construction standard, inside and outside built to the same specification. At TJ Maxx, Frye bags run between $80 and $160, against original retail of $200 to $350. The next bag is from a brand that built its entire identity around a single, extraordinary construction decision. A decision so commercially unusual that no major competitor has successfully replicated it in over 30 years of trying. Number 4. Coach Legacy. Leather Coach at TJ Maxx is the opportunity that most shoppers either overtrust or undertrust. Both errors are expensive. The overtrusting shopper picks up any Coach logo without checking which production line it came from. The undertrusting shopper walks past all of them, assuming TJ Maxx would not have the real thing at this price. Both shoppers leave without what they came for. Coach produces 2 entirely separate product lines sharing the same logo. The current mainline collection has shifted significantly toward coated canvas and corrected grain leather. The legacy leather pieces, produced before the brand's major repositioning, surface at TJ Maxx through retail returns and warehouse clearances. Legacy Coach leather uses a full-grain hide designated as Coach leather. Developed through proprietary tannery relationships built across decades, that leather smells like leather. It is heavy in hand relative to its size. It develops surface character with use rather than surface damage. The verification is the serial number, a 7-digit code stamped directly into the interior leather of legacy Coach pieces. Not printed on a fabric label, stamped into the leather itself. That stamp format is specific to the production era when Coach leather quality was at its historical best. The handbag community has documented the serial number formats extensively. A search before the shopping trip produces a reference that makes the verification immediate in the store. That 30-second check is the entire difference between a $40 genuine legacy find and a $40 outlet purchase dressed in the same logo. At TJ Maxx, legacy Coach pieces run between $30 and $90 when they appear. The next bag on this list is the one that generates the most genuine confusion in the TJ Maxx aisle because the brand behind it is associated almost exclusively with a price point that has no logical reason to appear at off-price retail. The reason it appears is not a defect in the bag. It is the supply chain working exactly as designed. Number 3. MCM Mini Backpack. MCM is a German luxury goods brand, founded in Munich in 1976. Known primarily for its Visetos monogram-coated canvas and genuine leather goods production. At full retail, MCM bags run between $350 and over $1,000. At TJ Maxx, smaller MCM pieces, specifically the mini backpack and the mini crossbody styles, occasionally appear between $130 and $220. Those appearances are not regular. They are not predictable, but they happen. And the shopper who knows the brand knows what she is looking at when the rack delivers one. The Visetos canvas is a coated material with a durability record that the brand's professional and celebrity clientele have documented across decades of hard daily use. The genuine leather trim pieces use a leather specification consistent with the brand's luxury positioning. The hardware is solid metal with the MCM logo stamped rather than applied as a surface decal. Stamped hardware indicates a production investment that surface-applied hardware does not represent. The interior lining is branded and consistent with the exterior quality standard. The verification check for MCM at TJ Maxx is the authentication details, the logo pattern alignment across seams, the hardware weight, the interior label language. MCM is a brand that is counterfeited frequently enough that these checks are not optional. They are the 30-second habit that separates a genuine luxury find at off-price pricing from a counterfeit in legitimate retail packaging. The next bag is the one this entire list has been building toward. It earns the top position not through the oldest heritage or the most recognizable name. Through the most honest and the most transparent production argument available in the TJ Maxx handbag aisle. Number 2, Vera Bradley Leather Collection. Most people hear Vera Bradley and immediately categorize and move on. Quilted cotton, bright patterns, airport gift shop. That categorization is the most expensive assumption in the TJ Maxx handbag aisle, because the leather collection sitting on the same rack as the quilted cotton has been invisible to that assumption for years. Invisible despite using a pebbled full-grain leather with a body weight and surface character that the brand's cotton identity has never prepared anyone to expect. Full-grain leather. At a brand most shoppers categorized before they arrived at the rack, the hardware specification across the leather range is considerably above what the cotton line uses. Solid components, not lightweight alloy. A closure system engineered for functional security, not visual security. The internal organization reflects decades of understanding how women actually use a bag through a real working day. Multiple exterior pockets sized for specific items. A rear zip providing access to the most frequently needed item without opening the main compartment. An interior layout sufficient to function as a wallet replacement. The stitching at the handle attachment uses a box and cross reinforcement, not a standard bar tack. That reinforcement distributes the stress of the loaded bag's weight across a wider stitched area, with multiple directional thread passes that resist failure from different load angles simultaneously. At TJ Maxx, the leather collection runs between $35 and $75, against original retail of $120 to $180. At that price, with full-grain leather, solid hardware, and reinforced handle attachment, it is the single most consistently overlooked, genuine leather value in the TJ Maxx handbag aisle. Number 1. Quince Italian Leather Quince earns the top position on this list through the simplest and most damaging argument in the off-price handbag market. The gap between what a leather bag costs to produce and what the conventional retail market charges for it is not a quality gap. It is a markup gap. Wholesale margins, retail margins, brand premium, advertising spend, influencer partnerships, none of those costs produce better leather. And Quince removed all of them. The Italian leather tote, the structured crossbody, and the leather shoulder bag in the Quince range use full-grain leather. Sourced from Italian tanneries supplying brands charging 4 and 5 times more for bags produced in the same facilities. To the same material specification, the brand publishes its factory relationships with a transparency that most handbag brands decline to offer, because the disclosure would invite the direct comparison that the brand premium is designed to prevent. The hardware uses solid brass, not zinc alloy. The lining matches the exterior leather standard. The stitching density and thread weight at the seam junctions has been placed by the independent reviewer community above several brands charging twice the price. At $80 to $160 for core leather pieces, Quince is producing a bag the conventional retail market would price at $250 to $400. If the brand had spent the production savings on the campaign rather than on the leather, the campaign would have made the brand more visible. It would not have made the leather better. Now, here are the 3 to walk straight past. Avoid number 1. Unknown brand names. With heavy logo hardware. Heavy gold-toned hardware on an unknown brand is telling a story the rest of the bag cannot support. The hardware is lightweight alloy, plated in a finish that begins peeling within weeks of regular handling, attached to a bonded leather body that will crack along every flex line within a single season of daily use. The hardware is the most expensive detail to fake convincingly, and the most commonly faked detail in the off-price market. Put it down. Avoid number 2. Designer look-alike silhouettes at mid-range prices. A bag referencing a luxury silhouette at $40 to $90 is not a deal on luxury construction. It is a bag in a silhouette chosen because the visual reference generates impulse purchases. The construction budget had nothing to do with the design choice. A higher price on a look-alike does not indicate better construction. It indicates a more ambitious visual reference, with the same insufficient construction budget applied underneath it. Avoid number 3. PVC and patent bags. Without natural material reinforcement. PVC bags look clean and structured in TJ Maxx display lighting. They crack along the fold lines, peel at the edges, and lose their surface integrity within a single season of regular use in warm climates. PVC does not breathe. In warm conditions, a PVC bag heats, expands slightly, and contracts as it cools. That thermal cycling stresses the surface finish at every fold and crease point. A PVC bag that looks perfect on the shelf in January looks cracked and peeled by July, regardless of how carefully it was used in the months between. 12 bags worth grabbing. The shopper who trusts the logo and skips the checks walks out with a bag that will reveal its limitations before the season ends. 2 minutes, 5 checks, every single time. This channel follows the money, not the marketing. Click the next video on the left right now. We are breaking down the exact same comparison for TJ Maxx shoes, and the brands delivering genuine construction value in that aisle are even harder to spot than anything on this list.